Clean Water Action, which is not only a very strong environmental organization, but also a very active organization of putting feet on the street, door knockers on doorknobs, and talking to voters.
Yeah. Thank you, Senator Whitehouse, for the invitation to be here at this discussion, and the rest of our federal delegation, Rep. Handy and Senator Machado, Secretary of State Gouveia. It's great to, be included in this conversation. And I think a lot of people here have mentioned already that this is really, this really affects a lot of the environmental policy. And Art made a great point that it's not just an environmental issue. Climate change is not just an environmental issue. This is something that's going to affect everything that we do. And at the national level, Clean Water Action has been working on disclosing the oil and gas industry's role in blocking environmental legislation and promoting their own self-interest. This past June, we just released a report that kind of highlighted some of the the extensiveness of the dark money in environmental policy or in blocking environmental policy, and it found that there almost 40% of the money that is spent, whether it's lobbying, whether it's contributing to PACs, whether it's contributing to candidates or to social issue groups that don't have to disclose, 40% of that money that's spent is dark money, as we called it. So that's something that really undermines not only getting environmental legislation passed, but it hampers budgets for state and federal agencies to be able to implement the laws that have been passed, or to inspect things like fracking operations and things like that. It results in industry friendly regulations, and it quite frankly results in lots of taxpayer subsidies. I think there was a return for every dollar they spend. They get this 1,000-fold return. Well, for every dollar they spend on lobbying and things like that, there's actually a 10,000-fold return on public subsidies, is what our report found. So, this is really it's really something that gets to the heart of environmental policy. At the local level, we're working with several of our partners, including Sierra Club, on carbon pricing legislation and moves to get more renewable energy projects built. And these types of expenditures are something that really stands in our way. It's an uphill battle for the environmental movement, and I think tying these two things together is really great. And like I said, I think it's going to be more than just an environmental problem if it continues. So, thank you again for having us here, the invitation.
My pleasure. Megan, thank you so much for being here and for all the terrific work that the Sierra Club does.